Yes, I'm calling the meeting to order. Yes. If someone would, don't mind if you would read the preamble for me?
Can we just take a roll call first, please?
Sure, we can do that.
Thank you.
Great. So want me to start? I'm Carol Hilbinger. And then next, which way are we going to go? Let's see. Okay, Brooke.
Brooke Green.
Rob Oliveri.
Great. Then maybe D.
Oh, I can't see anything, so D. Janetti.
Okay, and Ari.
Ariana Farrow.
Great. And we have our interpreter tonight is Erin Foley.
Hello.
And also I would like to start with, well, let's do the preamble first.
Thank you very much. I'm the town's IT director, John O'Neill.
Hey, John.
Sorry, I gotta move my screen so that I can actually see it.
Is this on tonight?
All right. Wilmington Commission on Disabilities, meeting agenda Thursday, December 10th, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. via Zoom. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law as written, the governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. Members of the public who wish to watch and listen to the meeting may do so in the following manner. Zoom. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can access the proceedings in real time via technological means. Members of the public who would like to watch and listen to this meeting while in progress may do so via Zoom conferencing using the link as written. Members of the public who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so via the telephone number as written with the following meeting ID. Following voice prompts. Members of the public attending this meeting virtually will be allowed to make comments if they wish to do so during the portion of the meeting designed for public comment by following the steps previously noted and using the virtual hand function if joined by Zoom or by pressing *9 on their keypad if joined by telephone. This will notify the meeting host that the caller wishes to speak. All participants using this feature will be placed in queue in the order they entered the prompt. In the event that, despite our best efforts, we are not able to provide for real-time access, we will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as we are able.
Great. Thank you so much, Brooke, for reading that. Okay, so now I just want to go over our communication policy. If we could please make sure that we raise our hands and are acknowledged before we speak. And when you speak, if you could remind people what your name is for those who are watching and listening, that would be great. Jonathan is not able to join us tonight. Like I said, he has a conflict. So he let us know that in advance and told us that I could share that. So we have our agenda tonight, and let's see what's up first. I sent out copies of the meeting minutes from past meetings. Do you all have those?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Yeah. So I shared those before tonight. I think there might have been one that was not sent out, but we did share most of the meeting minutes. So thanks, John, for doing that. Oh, June. I sent the June one. Any questions about the minutes from June? Are we ready to approve them or any changes? D.
Um, I I noticed a little while ago that the June meeting that I sent to Brooke was actually her notes instead of the minutes. So I sent that late this afternoon. So did everybody get that?
I didn't, but
Brooke?
What were we looking for right now? The meeting notes from June?
I haven't.
Brooke, when I sent you the minutes last night, I sent you the minutes of the September meeting, and I accidentally sent you the notes from the June, not the minutes that that I wrote up. So this afternoon I sent them to everybody.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got
The
them.
real
I
one.
got them, D.
The first one from yesterday was just the notes.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
didn't realize that until I clicked on it after Carol sent them to us all.
Okay. So what are we looking to do right now? Read the minutes from September or June?
I think that June was already approved, actually, with the changes. So I
With the
think
change,
June is
yep.
all set. Is that correct, Dee?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, great. Perfect. So what's left is just September. Let's do September.
Nine. Yeah.
I think we had a few edits for September, but anyone have anything?
I'm just trying to pull them up on my phone. Okay, I have September. Okay. So the September meeting minutes from 29, September 20, members in attendance. Chairperson Carol Hilbinger. Vice Chair Dr. Dee Janetti.
Brooke, you're not reading the one that I sent last night?
Is this not from you? I'm not
Nope.
sure. I'm sorry.
That's your notes.
Nope. Okay. All right. So Wilmington Commission on Disabilities meeting minutes, September 29, 2020. President meeting, Carol Hilbinger, Dr. Dee Janetti, Robert Oliveri, Brooke Green, Jonathan Eaton, Ariana Faro, sign language interpreter present via Zoom. 1. The meeting was called to order at 6:38 p.m. by Chairperson Carol Hilbinger. The meeting was held in the Town Hall auditorium with social distancing due to COVID and carried on Zoom for the public as well as the interpreter. The preamble of information regarding state requirements for Zoom meetings was read by Ariana Faro. Tips and rules of communicating with deaf members was provided by the interpreter. 2. Review of previous minutes of June 23rd, 2020. Motion to accept the minutes with changes having to do with the amount of detail, seconded, voted, and approved. 3, CAM survey for business at 299 Main Street. Dr. D. Giannetti and Robert Alveri did a site evaluation and similar site review. Robert Alveri read the report of findings and recommendations. 4, update on accessibilities. Dr. D. Giannetti gave an update report on what she is doing for the show, reporting interviewing prospective guests, prepping them for the show, and working with the librarian and intern to get the show closed captioned. Dr. D. Giannetti started a YouTube channel which will have the episodes closed captioned. Go to YouTube, click on the Statue of Liberty icon to view the episodes. Click on the CC for closed caption. You can subscribe to get notifications when new episodes are uploaded. There is also space for discussions and comments. Dr. D asked if each of us could leave a comment to help start the conversation. Dr. D also requested help with the following. To increase viewership, we need to write a marketing piece introducing our show to different disability organizations. Requested we make a list of disability organizations, addresses, and contacts, and add each to the Google Drive, and requested help expanding the guest list of people with disabilities and those who work with or help people with disabilities. 5, commission correspondence. Brooke Green reported there were no emails. 6, Disability Commission website discussed information to be added and corrected. 7, Town Topics article, Selectman Jonathan Eaton volunteered to write a brief description about the mission of the WCOD to be included in the next Town Topics. It needs to be written and approved by 11/30/20 to be submitted. 8, open discussion. The next meeting is scheduled for the week of Thanksgiving. Dr. D. Giannetti suggested we meet the previous Tuesday, unanimously approved to change the meeting date to November 17, 2020 at 6:30. 9, adjournment. Robert Alveri made a motion to adjourn, seconded by Dr. D. Giannetti, and unanimously approved. Minutes respectfully submitted by Brooke Green and Dr. D. Giannetti.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brooke, for reading those. Okay, so is there any discussion or comments on that? Brooke?
Motion to approve is written.
And seconded, and all in favor?
Hi.
Any abstaining? Any opposed? Okay, great. It's hard to see if people are going to raise their hands or do a thumbs up or thumbs down or speak into the mics. Okay, super. Thank you for that. Thank you, Brooke. If you could send that to me with any follow-up. If there were no comments, that would be great. Yeah, I don't want to forget that. That'll be good. Yeah, so after the meeting, I'll send out a reminder of what everyone's supposed to be doing so we know our next steps.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if we need to turn something in, or if we need to, do something like add a comment, or, if any next steps, I just want to send that out in an email so we don't forget.
On the minutes?
Related to anything. Yeah, not just the minutes. Okay, so Brooke, I think we're all set with that, right?
Yeah, excuse me, just, where, do we have the agenda handy so that I can take notes and make sure I keep up with the right numbers? No. I don't feel like I'm finding the right
Yeah,
one.
I emailed the agenda out.
Okay. That was from you, right, Carol?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, found them. Sorry about that.
Great. No problem. Brooke?
All right, I think actually, so just so I know where I'm keeping up. So number 2 was minutes to be read. Did that. And I have number 3 as commission correspondence or inquiries received. Am I in the right number?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. If you don't mind, I will just keep that because I think that's me anyway. And I've received nothing in the email, the WCOD email, except a few attempts to sell us things.
Did you buy anything good?
Yeah, one was an offer for a rehab facility in the UK, which I thought might be outside of my price range. And the other, which I did save, actually was a company that does the curbs and the aprons for mobility impaired. So I figured I'd keep it, but it was just a sales pitch, so.
Okay. Oh, well. Thank you. Okay, so I think moving down. Number 4A is town topics article. That Jonathan was going to write or wrote. He sent it out to the commission. And he let us know on Monday Dee was going to check with the town of Beverly.
What?
There's an assistant town manager's office, and they confirmed that the article would come out in town topics in the newsletter in the next one. So it's going to come out. So that means that hopefully Brooke, who does the correspondence and has had no correspondence for a while, has had no mail, will start to get mail, hopefully, after the article comes out. Once the article is released, then hopefully some of the town residents will, see it and and know about us. And, you know, we can look forward to hopefully meeting some people, having some correspondence. D.
Just a clarification. I was trying to figure out what you were talking about. I think Jonathan must have talked to Beverly, the town manager's administrative assistant, and she must have told Jonathan that it's in there.
Sorry, that let me just say that's an interpreter error. I thought you meant the town of Beverly. It's the woman's name, Beverly, from the town. That was me, sorry. Yeah, Beverly in the town manager's office here. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, not Beverly, the town. Okay. So we'll see what happens with the article, see if it helps. Any more discussion? Anyone want to add anything, or should we just wait and see once it comes out? Okay, great. So crossed fingers that it helps us. Okay, moving on. Number 4B, the Disability Commission's website, the webpage. I forget who is supposed to check this, but I think to make sure the town manager's office is on the list of names. Does anyone remember this that we're working on the website? Brooke?
I think we were looking at getting a corrected spelling of Ariana's name and a corrected date of when Ari and Jonathan joined.
I see. Okay. So this is Carol. So I can't remember who was assigned to work on that, though. Who was going to reach out? Was it me or was it Dee or Brooke? I can't remember.
So I can do it. Oh, sorry. I can do it. I am in pretty close contact with those folks. I just need the info. So I mean, if we can do it right now.
Do you want
Sure.
me to spell my
Yeah,
name out?
yeah, that would. Yes, please.
Okay, so it's ARI
Mhm.
ANNA.
Mhm.
Last name FARO.
Okay. And do you remember what month you joined the commission?
I want to say last September.
Yeah, and then Cheryl is not on the commission anymore, correct? Cheryl's not with us anymore, right?
No,
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So that's one of the. Go ahead, Dee. Sorry, you have your hand
on
up.
the website, is it when we joined the commission or is it when our term is up?
I don't know.
I think last time Jonathan said, Jonathan and I were both just renewed. So we both had, so I think that's what it was. I think it says when our terms are up. So we've just both been, we both just got sworn in again.
Okay.
Yes,
And when that was.
that's true. It's when your term is done. That's what it looks like. And D, it says that yours is 2020. So you just got renewed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and Jonathan's was 2020. Right, yeah. Brooke?
Is there a specific month associated with the renewal? I know we voted in
No,
June, was
it just says the
just the
year.
year.
Brooke, you know what it is? It's on your anniversary date of being ratified by the town. And so I was just re-upped for another 3 years. I'm not sure if the selectman position is 3 years or if it's different. So we'll have to ask Jonathan.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you, Brooke, for checking in on those. Okay, so moving on. 4C we're on right now, which is the meeting calendar for next year, 2021. Thankfully, 2020 is just about done. We've almost made it. I've had it with 2020. I don't know about the rest of you. Yep. So I talked with, let's see, where am I? Linda and at town hall. And we were looking at the meeting schedule. She recommended, she said she didn't know about town hall, when it would open, when it would close, if we would be able to be in person or we would still have to be virtual for a while. But she's suspecting that it could be closed for a while, like the first quarter, the first 2 quarters. She's not really sure. So we thought, I'd prefer to still schedule the meetings and then check in with IT and see, and we might have to change them. But I think we should pick what we want and then have maybe a backup and then see where we stand with whether it's open or if it's virtual and we'll see what works. So do we like the 4th Tuesday or do we want to switch or what are we thinking? Are there other days that are better for people? Any thoughts? Brooke?
If I could be a little selfish, I'm going back to college and looking, and one of my classes is going to be 6 hours on Tuesday night.
Wow, good for you for school, but 6 hours. Whew.
Yeah. Class and lab.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, Brooke.
Yeah.
What are you
Thanks.
going for?
Nursing, actually.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All
Good for
right.
you.
Thank you. So I figured so I don't have to miss class or a meeting.
No, you shouldn't have to.
If anybody's okay with moving it to another night.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Sure.
Thank you.
Is anyone, so we still have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Anyone else have any preferences or what do we think?
Thursday's the only day that's not good for me.
All right, so Thursday, we'll scratch that off. Now we have Monday, Wednesday, or Fridays left. What do we think? It's getting easier. Brooke?
How about Wednesday? Just to make it easy.
works for me.
Do.
Do you want that in the form of a motion?
It should be, yes.
Okay. Motion to change next year's meetings to Wednesdays.
And
Make a motion.
Fourth Wednesday of the month.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting, to change the meeting schedule to the fourth Wednesday of the month.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, great. It passes.
Thank
So
you
the
all.
fourth Wednesday every other month, every 2 months, starting, so this is December, so
It
February.
should start in January, so we can get them in, especially in case anything gets canceled and needs to be scheduled. It always starts in January.
Okay,
So it'll be January 27th.
all right, let me just look at my calendar. Yep. Yep, so January 27th, great. Then in March, it would be, what's the fourth Wednesday? The 24th?
March. Yep, 24th.
Okay, and then May 26th? Okay, and then September 22nd?
What about July?
Already did May, then June, July.
Oh, 28th, sorry. 28th July. Twenty-second of September. And then November, the 4th isn't going to work that month, but we can do it earlier, the 17th.
Okay.
Yes, hopefully.
17th.
Yep, November 17th.
Uh,
So now we just have to hope that John is available, our Zoom IT specialist. Excellent. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so no other discussion about the meeting schedule. We're good. Okay. Great. Moving on. I think we're flying through. All right, so now we might have a lot of time left. Great. So 4D, accessibilities. I'm just checking with the interpreter, make sure we're okay. Yep. All right. So 4D, accessibilities. D, did you want to speak on this?
Yeah. All right. So far we've taped 4 episodes. and it's going really well. I'll be taping episode 5 next Thursday with Jeff Hull as my next guest. Robert has been a volunteer cameraman, and I think he was a volunteer audio tech last time. And Brooke has expressed interest in doing the same thing, but I got a notice from Lisa and his name escapes me, the executive director.
Brian?
Yeah,
Ryan?
right now due to COVID, they just put on some new limitations. So they've asked all producers to not let any volunteers come in until further notice. They're just keeping as few people in the studio as possible. So I'll miss you.
It'll be good, go quick.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully that, with the vaccine coming out, hopefully that won't last too long.
Yeah.
So let's see. I've interviewed Brooke and Robert and Ari as my guests. Jonathan and Carol had different schedules, and I've sent emails to both of you on separate occasions asking you for your availability so we can schedule around your schedules. I haven't heard back from you. So, if you want to come on the show, just, email me and we can talk about availability. And, and you don't have to come on it if you don't want to.
Dee, this is Carol. I have a question for you. So you said the people in the studio is limited. Did they say how many people are allowed in, or what did they say?
Just the exact number of people that they need in order to produce the show is allowed in. No public is allowed in right now, or volunteer people. They're not even having any of their volunteer staff in there.
I see. Okay. Huh. All right. Well, that makes sense.
Should I continue?
Sure.
I
Go right
can't
ahead. Sorry.
see anything, so I don't know when to talk and not talk, so you gotta let me know.
Oh, sorry.
I
Okay.
have a blank screen, so.
I get it. I'm sorry. I totally get it. You're right. Go right ahead, Dee.
All right. So let's see. So I wanted to let you know that we have had the YouTube channel. On episode 1, we have had 67 views. On episode 2, we've had 100 views. On episode 3, we've had 313 views. So we're getting there. We're growing. And episode 4 just got finished being closed caption and was just uploaded. And I'm going to send out a notice on that probably tomorrow. Let's see. I spoke with, so I really want to increase viewership for this. And one of the things that I had requested was, but if you guys could each leave a comment for each one of the episodes under the discussion board on YouTube. And to date, there's been 0. Not one of you has written one comment. I wish you could say something about either the subject of the interview or my notable quotable, or just congratulations, we have it up, just something so we can start a discussion going. So a discussion can get going on YouTube. The next thing I did was I talked to Jeff Hull about doing a Facebook page. I know Jonathan had talked to him about that before, but he agreed with me. So I started a Facebook page, and it's piggybacked off of my Facebook page, but it's separate. It's on facebook.com/accessibilities with no spaces, accessibilities 2020. So it matches the Gmail account name. And what we're going to do is we are not going to mention WCOD on the Facebook page. We will do no commission work on the page or, you know, any commission business, because that's where the liability would come in. So we're just going to leave it a discussion about the episodes. So, so that's really exciting. And I've had Brad McKenna, the technology librarian, helping me with this, and he got it all set up. We just finally got the name and everything right. So I hope, I'll send out a notice on that too. But I hope everybody can look on that. I'm not good with Facebook because it's a visual thing. It looks to me like it's just a long running thing of, I thought there might be a section for videos and a section for photos and a section for comments, but apparently it doesn't work that way. So if you can scroll down to the episodes and leave a comment, say something, I'd really appreciate that, because I really want to increase our viewership. So let's see. Okay, and another thing that happened is I made up a flyer, and Robert distributed it around town. He hung it up in different places around town to announce us. But I would like to do more than that. So I'm going to make up another flyer, and I'm going to put WCTV, the Comcast and Verizon channels. I'm going to put their video on demand. I'm going to put our YouTube address, and I'm going to put our Facebook address on it. And what I'd like to do is send that out to organizations that have anything to do with different disabilities. So I asked this last time, if we could use the Google Drive. If I start a page, I really need you guys' help. I've done so much of this work, and it's almost like a full-time job here. But I need a list of organization names or anybody that anybody knows connected with disability issues, so that we can send them the flyer and announce our show and see if they can help us promote it so we can increase viewership. So I'm going to be working on making that document soon. And then the other request that I have is any suggestions for future guests and how to get future guests. Because, you know, I have my contacts that I've been working with so far, but I really need some help with this. What do you guys think?
Dee, I don't know anyone off the top of my head, but I will definitely keep it in mind and let you know if I do think of someone.
Okay, and you know what else, Ari, if I get this flyer to you, could you post it on your Facebook page or your
Absolutely.
blog? Because I know you reach a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, any ways that we can think of, any ideas, because I've run out of ideas. Any ideas that we have to get the word out to as many people as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Dee, it's Robert. Did you reach out, or can we reach out to Lou? Does he have anything?
Yeah, he's on my list of people to call tomorrow. Yeah, definitely. I think he'd like to do that. Plus, I think he'll be great on the show. It'll be
Yes, I agree.
Carol, do you know anybody like in the deaf community that we could send this to? Because we're closed captioned.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to think of local deaf groups.
It doesn't even have to just be local, because this is on the web.
Sure. Yeah, I'll think about some groups and definitely add that to the list. I also am thinking of service providers. I can get some emails for them as well. And then are we talking about, we're talking about making this a Google Drive that we can set up and then like have an email list, right?
Yes,
So we can
and then
send out the flyers.
we can use this same list for the resource directory that we're supposed to be working on.
Yes, that's great. That's a great idea. And also, sometimes they have automatic, email services that you can use and it's free and you can just send those flyers out and send out notices if you build a good database. So that's a great idea. Yeah, so I'm thinking. Yeah, you can send it out. It's free. It's like up to like 1,000 or something. There's limits, but
I don't know
yeah.
what she's talking about.
So I'll work with you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll send you some information. We can look at different processes for it, but if we build a list of addresses, then we can figure out how to push it out, like the flyers or stuff that we want to send.
Okay, yeah, but first we have to make a list of people to send it to. That's what I really need help with.
Absolutely, yes. I will start thinking of people and I'll add to the list when we make it.
Okay,
And then I just want to check in with Brooke and make sure you are okay. You popped off of our screen for a minute, so I just want to make sure you're not having technical issues.
No, I'm here. It was just, I seem to be the big head in the middle, and I couldn't do that. Just sitting here staring at myself.
I just took it now.
I see. Okay. Just want to check. Make sure you're all set. Our notes are important. You do
Yep,
good
no, I got
work. All right, great. Okay, so D. Let's see. Is there anything else you want to add or?
no, it just that,
Captured it?
so I've asked a lot of my friends and people to respond to the episodes, and everybody's calling my house or emailing my personal email instead of leaving comments where they can be viewed and we can generate discussion. But I've gotten tremendous feedback. People are so excited about this, the show.
That's great. That's good to hear. Excellent. All right. And just to let you know. Yeah, you're right. I watched the show, but on my phone. So I couldn't really leave a comment as I was watching on my show, but I'll have to go back. You can click on the videos and see it on your phone, but it's hard to do the comments on YouTube on your phone. So I'll have to go back and do that. Anyways, okay. So I think we're good for that. And then let's see, or any more discussion of accessibilities? Are we good? Oh, D, one more thing. Who did you say the next guest was? Did you say it's Jeff? And then there's
Yep.
one more?
Yeah, the last one was Brad McKenna, the technology librarian, and the next one up is Jeff Hull.
Okay, great. Great. Okay.
D, is Lou after that one or?
I think so. That will be January 7th.
Thank you.
Maybe you'll be back by then.
I hope so. Hope I'm still
Great.
around.
Okay. Super. All right. So that sounds great. So let's see. Next. Where's my list? Sorry. Misplaced my agenda. Oh, here we are. Right in front of me. Okay. So then we're moving on to 4E, which is open discussion. Anyone have any topics you want to add, or Brooke?
I'm not sure if the same schedule applies for us As commissioners, I know that the ethics training has come up again at work. I think it's a yearly thing. And I believe, did we do that? We had to sign something, was it ethics or conflict of interest for the commission?
Both.
Both, okay. So like I said, I know we just started getting the link at work. So I suspect it's probably coming up for everyone.
Linda Golden will send that out to us.
That's great. Perfect. Thank you, Brooke, for that. And thank you, Dee. Okay.
I have a question.
Oh, Robert first, I think.
Well, I have a question, yes, and my question is, do we need to do any follow-up for that Main Street property D, or has there been any follow-up?
No, we did our part. That's, unfortunately, that ends up, we don't get to find out what happened.
Oh, really? Okay.
Unless they call us. I go by there and I can't tell if anything happened or not.
Is it okay if I stop in there?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay, I'd love to know.
Okay, I'll let you know, and I'll let Carol know, and
All right.
the rest of the members.
Okay, great. Dee?
I just had a question. Carol, you and Brooke were gonna do something on our website to do stuff with our website. Do you have any plans for that, or is that kind of by the wayside, or what?
Yes, that's right. I think now might be a good time to do that. I feel like during the winter, we're going to be home anyways. So Brooke, what do you think? You think it's a good time to kind of work on the webpage and kind of dig in and see what we can update, and what do you think? I mean,
Yeah, we can, if we wanted to, especially once that list of contacts and other agencies is compiled, we can add those to the website. If you have any kind of documents, anything you want to share, any links to other services, that can all go on the website. So it's just a matter of gathering it up. I don't know if it can be made any more interesting. I think the format is the format because that's what the town uses, but we certainly can add information to it. We can do pictures. I know there's like a banner that can go across the top, and so that's kind of stuff can be changed. But otherwise, anything, we can add links, documents, stuff like that, whatever you want.
that would be great. Yeah, so maybe the two of us can work together on that and start going on that before the next meeting. Hopefully have some progress.
Sounds good.
Great. Okay. Super. All right. I'm writing that down to make sure I remember. Make that commitment. Okay. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Dee, for bringing that up. That's a great reminder. So anyone else have anything for open discussion?
No, you gotta lay down for a few minutes. Marky, lay down.
Anything related to COVID or access or disability or anything in town going on, or
Marky,
anything we need to work on or follow up on?
lay down for a few minutes.
Yep. Marky thinks he's on TV, obviously.
I was at a conference for 6 hours today, so he's already been really good while I've been staring at my computer, so deciding it's time for him now.
Okay. So no other open discussion, any other topics?
You know what? No, I do have one. I do have one. Oh, I know. Sorry, Carol.
Sorry, go ahead. Go right ahead, Robert.
I was wondering, Dee, when you said that about being accessible, not only locally, but in essence, you said what? Internationally? For our show or for your show?
Yeah, well, it's on the web, so it can go out to whoever can get on the internet. You know, it's on WCTV.org on demand. People can get that on the web, and then it's on the YouTube channel. And now with the Facebook page, you can also view it on Facebook. So with Facebook, yeah, we can go as big as we can get.
So my idea was there's two ideas. One is Wounded Warrior Project, and then the Homes for Heroes.
Yeah, we should let them know about the show. And if they have anybody locally that wants to come on the show, I'd love to have them.
So I'll work through Lou and the VA on that to see if we can get a connection. And
Oh, great idea, Robert. I love it.
yeah, just who knows, right? I mean, we'll try it. Not gonna
Yeah,
hurt.
I want to go as big as we can get. I think this has the potential for going really big.
I think we
And
all
I,
celebrities if this keeps up.
what?
You might all be celebrities, so enjoy your quiet time. Yeah, we'll try it. I mean, I just thought, who knows? You know, if they say
Yeah,
no, they
those are
say
the
no.
kind of
but
ideas I need. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
That's great.
It's fun. And I have one more now that I'm thinking. Brooke, I have one for you, and you can tell me if I'm. So any firefighters that are hurt on duty, do they go on, well, they must go on disability, right? Is there a website for them?
Hold on, you're cutting out. I can't hear you.
I was just wondering for any like firefighters or police officers that are wounded or hurt on duty, you know, accident or they go on disability or they're injured, is there a site that we could link to for them? With us?
I guess I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I'm not understanding the question. If we had some personnel that were injured, I would be conscious of their HIPAA rights.
Yep.
But I guess maybe I don't understand what you're looking for.
I just didn't know if there was a database or some organization that you guys supported once someone is injured on duty. That's all. Like
I think I know. I think I understand what you're saying. Like, yes, I do know what you're saying, and I will find that out, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I mean, just an idea. Thank you.
Sure.
That's great. Yeah, I've been thinking as well, starting to process this and have some thoughts. So it's nice to kind of work through this together and see if we can come up with ideas. So any more comments or discussion we want to bring up? Brooke, is that a hand?
Motion to adjourn. Is that what we're looking for?
Oh, okay. That was good, Brooke.
I'm just making sure I don't want to step on toes.
I'll second if that was a motion.
That was the motion. I'll say it with more confidence now.
Okay. Second.
Aye.
Okay,
Hi.
I,
voting in favor, yep. Okay,
Well, everybody have a very
That's
Merry
passed.
Christmas. And I hope
Thank
we
you,
have
you
very
too.
healthy, happy New Year's.
Thank you. You too, Dee.
everyone.
as well, everybody. I really hope we all have a
Sure.
healthy new year. Focus on the healthy people.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
All right.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Be safe.
And thank you, our Zoom
Yes, thanks, John.
Thank you,
Guru.
John.
Take care.
Thanks,
Happy
Sean.
Good job,
holidays.
John.
Oh,
You
there it
too.
is.
Good job.